Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Now, you may be wondering what I am so happy about. Well, you'll find out tomorrow during my review for TLC because I haven't finished yet and I have to finish it up. So I'll tell you why I'm so happy tomorrow. But for right now, I want to share with all of you my review for one of the best final battles in Ring of Honor history. Because I have just finished watching Final Battle tonight, and man, it's so freaking awesome. Makes me so happy to be a professional wrestling fan. Oh man, so freaking awesome. But let me just get right onto it. First up, we got the former Ring of Honor World Television Champion, King, Kenny King, taking on Eli Isom. The good here is that it was a fun match. The ugly was Kenny King striking Eli with the microphone before the match, and the bad was that Kenny King pulled Eli up while he was pinning him. Like he pinned him, 1, 2, and he pulled him back up to do more damage. But of course, that's what villains do, right? 3 out of 5. Next, we have Jeff Cobb defending the Ring of Honor World Television Championship against Hangman Page or Adam Page, whatever you want to call him. The good is that it was an awesome match. I couldn't find a bad, and the ugly was Jeff Cobb's pile driver to the Hangman. That was a very good match. I give that a 4 out of 5. Next, we have the Women of Honor match, where Sumi Sakai defended the Women of Honor Championship against Madison Rayne, the Gatekeeper Kelly Klein, and Karen Q in a four-corner survival match. The good is that it was a very fun match, and we have a new champion in the Gatekeeper, Kelly Klein. The ugly was Madison Rayne's Tornado DDT to Kelly. But that was an all right match. I'd give that a 3 out of 5. Next, we have the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham, one of my favorites in Ring of Honor right now, especially after his Iron Man match with Jay Lethal, taking on a member of Suzuki-gun in New Japan with the leader, Minoru Suzuki, and with his guy or friend or whatever, Takamichi Noku, ZSJ, the submission master, Zack Sabre Jr. The good is that it was a fun match, and again, we got to see the Octopus take on a member of the Suzuki-gun in Ring of Honor. Couldn't find much of a bad or an ugly on this one, so I just give it a 3 out of 5. Next, we have the so-called self-proclaimed real Ring of Honor World Champion, Matt Taven of the Kingdom, taking on the Peacock former World Champion, Dalton Castle. The bad, they said that the match was for Matt Taven's world title, and I didn't hear and still after the match, but whatever. The good is that it was a fun match, and the ugly was, at first I thought it was Matt Taven hitting the barricade in his ribs, but now it's Dalton Castle knocking out Matt Taven, hitting his head onto the steel ring post. That was a good match. I give that a 3.5 out of 5. Next, we have Christopher Daniels representing the SCU, taking on the villain, Marty Scurll. When Marty Scurll put his #1 contendership for the Ring of Honor World title, the good is that it was an amazing and entertaining match. The bad was that Christopher Daniels lost, and now SCU will not be the same without him. Not only that, but Ring of Honor's biggest villain right now, Bully Ray, best known from WWE as Bubba Ray Dudley, attacked Christopher Daniels after the match. The good, oh wait, no, I already said it was the good, my bad. I couldn't find much of an ugly on this one, so just give it a 4 out of 5, excuse me. Oh, and the funny moment is when the villain Marty Scurll pile drived Christopher Daniels and then pinned him like The Undertaker does, and he knocked a cap right off a fan's head. But that was a good match. I give that a 4 out of 5. Next, we have, of course, Bully Ray taking on his villain, Flip Gordon, in the I Quit match. Man, that was so freaking awesome. That may be one of my favorite I Quit matches of all time. Because the good Bully Ray got the beating that he deserved, and with the help of guys like Cheeseburger and ECW legend, the Sandman, who took on Silas Young in a previous episode of Ring of Honor, made Bully Ray say, "I quit," with the ugly being Flip Gordon repeatedly whipping Bully Ray with two kendo sticks until he said, "I quit." And the bad was that Bully Ray went completely nuts and threatened to put a woman from the crowd, from the audience, through a table. But that was very good. I give that a 4 out of 5. Next, we have Jay Lethal taking on the American Nightmare Cody for the Ring of Honor World Championship. The good was that Jay Lethal retained, and it may be one of the best Ring of Honor matches that I have seen in years. The bad was that Cody threw a fan's drink in his face and completely flipped the Madison Square Garden because he said, "You people sure love me. Well, I sure love you." Not. He was like, "You can all kiss my, you know the rest." But man, that was a huge villainous move by Cody. And Brandy Rhodes took out Jay Lethal with a spear, but the second time she tried to do that, she accidentally took out Cody, her husband. And the only ugly that I could find was Jay Lethal's brutal beating. Well, not really brutal, but just beat down on Cody after flipping the bird to Cody, saying, "Screw you." And he just repeatedly kicked him in his head and just took him out. And he retained the title by making Cody tap out. I think to the figure 4, but that was a good match. I give that a 4 out of 5. And the main event, like I said, one of the best ladder wars that I have seen in Ring of Honor, and a ladder war that will be remembered for a very long time. The other two members of SCU, Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky, defending the World Tag Team titles against the Briscoes and the Young Bucks in the worst town that Scorpio Sky has ever been in, New York City. The good is that it was one of the greatest and most entertaining ladder matches in the history of Ring of Honor, at least in my opinion. It was so freaking awesome. So awesome. 2 thumbs up for that match. The ugly Mark Briscoe falling on the ladder after Frankie Kazarian knocked him off the standing one. And the bad is that SCU are no longer the tag champs, with the new champions, the Briscoes. And again, Christopher Daniels, I don't know. Because without Christopher Daniels, there is no SCU. SCU won't be the same without Daniels. Because SCU, Christopher Daniels, Scorpio Sky, and Frankie Kazarian. Without all 3 of them together, there is no SCU. But that was a good match. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give that match a 5 out of 5. Or a 4.5. But I think that match was so freaking awesome. I'm just going to give it a perfect 5. 5 out of 5 of that match. So overall, this year's final battle was awesome. I give it a 9. Actually, no. An 8. That's better. An 8 out of 10. With the best match being the Ladder War. And the worst match, Eli Isom versus Kenny King. But yeah, this year's final battle, to quote Wheezy from the PBS Kids show, Dragon Tales, I love it. So freaking awesome. Again, makes me so happy to be a professional wrestling fan. And I will be a pro wrestling fan for life. The only way I will stop being a pro wrestling fan is if either I die or I become a pro wrestler myself. So unless I become a pro wrestler myself or I die, I will continue to watch and love professional wrestling. Because I'm the pro wrestling fan, so I decide when I retire from watching wrestling. I decide when I retire from watching wrestling. And I will never announce my pro wrestling fan retirement. Never. I'm a pro wrestling fan for life, baby. And if you like it, good. If you don't like it, well, too bad. Because until I die, you're going to have to deal with it. Because I'm the fan, so I decide when I stop watching wrestling, not you. But with that said, that ends my quick review for this year's Ring of Honor Final Battle. It was so awesome. I give it 2 thumbs up. Very, very good. Now, with that said, I gotta finish watching WWTLC now. Still too happy about what I have seen. And again, I'll tell you why I am so happy tomorrow in my review for TLC. But until then, this is VSW, and that concludes this video on my review for this year's Ring of Honor Final Battle. Awesome way to close 2018, and I can't wait to see what Ring of Honor brings to us in 2019. And you know what? I'm glad it's dark in here, and I'm glad I ain't still ain't got no light bulb in here. So, with me once again doing a video in the dark, with the flashlight being my only light, the only way y'all can see me, kinda, I'm just going to disappear in the darkness. So, this is VSW. God bless. Take care. Stay safe. I'm a pro wrestling fan for life, and that's the bottom line because VSW said so. God bless you all. Hope you all have had a great 2018. If not, I'm sorry. Hopefully, 2019 will be my year. I hope and pray to God 2019 will be VSW's year. It better be, or I'm going to be mad. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.